Welcome to Student Spotlight, a presentation of College Success Arizona. This program features the hardworking college students who have earned scholarships from College Success Arizona and are pursuing their educational goals and career passions. Today on Student Spotlight, we interview James Shaffer.
I was born in Fremont, California, and I moved to Phoenix, Arizona when I was 2 years old, and that's where I've been raised since then.
And where did you graduate from high school?
I graduated from Arizona Conservatory for the Arts and Academics.
And how old are you currently?
I am currently 18 years old, and I'll be 19 in May.
And where are you attending school now?
Right now I'm at Glendale Community College, and I plan to transfer to ASU.
And what are you hoping to pursue so far as an undergraduate degree?
Electrical engineering.
You want to be an electrical engineer?
I do.
What do you want to do exactly as an electrical engineer?
So as an electrical engineer, I want to create more sustainable energy. I want to figure out some ways to make flexible and versatile batteries in order to create a society that can just have more accessible energy. And
when you say versatile batteries, what do you mean by that exactly?
A battery, right now, our batteries are they're a little bit heavy. I want to make batteries that are slimmer. They could be turned into stickers, or they can be created into any shapes that we can imagine.
And that does what so far as their use, or how does it improve their use?
There's quite a few uses. You can use them in a biomedical aspect. You could probably just stick one on top of a patient who has a pacemaker, or you could have, kind of like how we have copy paper, like a big stack of that, possibly with batteries instead. And we could just stick that on our phone or on the back of our car or on the back of our TVs.
And this desire to be an electrical engineer, specifically work on batteries, is that a lifelong interest, or has it developed later in your teen years?
Yeah, it's been in my later teen years for batteries specifically, but I've known since I was 10 that I wanted to work with electricity because it's just so fascinating.
And ultimately, you would like to work for what company?
Ultimately, I would like to find a company that will support my innovation, such as Tesla or another smaller company within the biomedical field.
So do you view yourself essentially as an inventor, a future inventor?
Oh, yeah. I would love to invent and innovate technologies as well.
And back to your high school, I know we've spoken in the past, and your high school is really about the arts. And tell us about your background in dance and music.
So I started music when I was in 6th grade, and I pursued it up until I graduated high school. So 6th grade, I started off with percussion, and then in 8th grade, I joined my guitar class. By the time I was in high school, I was studying music theory, composition, and I was performing a bunch of shows. Then with dance, I joined my sophomore year in high school and performed ballet for quite a few shows up until my senior year.
So when you say this is a big part of the curriculum and people think of an art school, most famously, they may think of Juilliard. Is your day spent immersed in music and dance and creative stuff, or is it like an expanded version of a music class in another high school?
I would say my high school, we definitely focus on the core curriculum, but our electives are top-notch. So we have extensive rehearsals for dance outside of class, and we also have the same for music.
Now, you go from a very intensive creative experience, dance and music, throughout grade school. Now you're going for engineering. Why not music? Why not the arts?
The arts throughout high school helped me create an exercise for my brain to think creatively. And now I'm integrating mathematics and technology into that. And I felt that if I went into music, I wouldn't be able to contribute to society as much as I could if I was an electrical engineer.
So this is purely your own choice, and no one's sitting back going, boy, you're never going to make it as a dancer or musician.
That would be correct.
Good stuff. All right. And so college so far, talk about that experience transitioning from high school to community college.
So from high school, I graduated and then 3 days later, I started a bridge program at community college. So the bridge program was 6 weeks long, and we had about 6 to 8 hour days where we would walk in, we'd take an engineering class, and then we'd spend the second half of the day working on skills such as communication, leadership, and things of that like. So I started that 3 days after I graduated, which transitioned into my freshman year of college, just to make it more of an easy transition, just to know what I'm getting into.
And can you offer some advice to middle and high school students who may be considering college themselves and may be listening to this?
So when I was in middle school and early high school, I didn't really know what I was going to do for college, and it was quite intimidating, to be honest. But as I got to my sophomore, junior, senior year, I realized that community college would be a great option for me because it's affordable, it was close, and all the classrooms would just be a lot smaller and more personable for me. So that route definitely worked out really well for me because community college, first of all, gives you time to realize exactly what you want to do, and a lot of the transfer options were really great for me for my personal decision.
And talk about your family. What role have they played so far as encouraging you to attend college?
Oh, yeah. My mother attended community college. She hasn't graduated yet with her bachelor's, so we're actually racing. And that's been a really good support for me, is racing my mother to graduate. I don't know how many students can say that. But my father as well, he didn't attend college, and sometimes he wishes he did, but he's doing really well on his own. He just says that college would have made his life a little bit easier. So he's been really supporting me for my journey.
And College Success Arizona provides the scholarship which you earned up to $6,000 per year for educational expenses. Can you talk about how that has made your life easier so far as possibly avoiding student loans?
Oh, yeah. College Arizona has definitely helped my success. And honestly, I don't know if I would have been able to afford college without it. So it was the first scholarship that I've ever received, and it's definitely been the best that I have so far. I've received about 2 more scholarships since then. And with College Success Arizona, I love having the resources that they provide, such as like the workshops or the career services to help me improve upon what I already have. So it's been a great help.
And your success advisor or academic advisor through College Success is who?
Matt Stella, and he's a super down-to-earth guy. I love visiting his office. He's always so welcoming.
Matt basically acts as an academic advisor, helping guide you through college, whether it's to find books or programs or workshops, that type of thing?
Yeah. Like, for example, the other day I visited his office and I said, hey, where can I find this program for me to figure out what I need exactly for my transfer called the ASU Math program? And he said, oh, I'll connect you with the employees over there in that program. So he helped me out with that. And now I'm signed up for the MAP program at ASU.
And James, you had this very creative experience with music and dance throughout grade school and high school. Do you think that has helped you in some respects and in some ways, maybe given you an edge over students who didn't have that same experience?
Yeah, I'd say so, because in dance, they really work you hard physically. And with all the other schoolwork on top of that, I had the mental burnout as well sometimes. So I learned how to work through the hardships, and both physically and mentally, I felt like it strengthened me a lot, as well as the music really opened up a lot of different thinking techniques for me, because in music you have to think creatively and mathematically. So it's really helped me out in my math classes and my engineering classes for creativity and mathematics.
Thank you, James, for the interview and for working so hard to make a difference in our community.